Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program. I had an absolute blast in the last couple of videos, and it kept on getting better and better. And now with these drones on the planetary scale, but also in the interstellar scale, it is amazing, you know. Also, quick note, be careful with doing all to the max like I am doing right now. You shouldn't be doing that, in all honesty, because if you have two of these stations, and I think at some point one station will be full and the other will not be full, and will have zero. So you have to really, you know, tinker with the graphs here to set it up properly. But that's for a later moment. Also, a nice feature would be if we could say, I mean, maybe it's even possible, right? But this is also a good, nice look of the power grid. Yeah, well, I was saying that you can say, I want to see only iron. Only iron will be visible, or iron and stone should be visible, and that you can set it up this way that it's far more easier to see where is the iron. And for all of you who want to know, well, I want to know how many purple you need. 500. I do want to have this one because if I have that one, I can go to this one and then we can warp. Oh yeah, yeah. You know, the choices again. I'm saying this a lot here, right? We have so many choices in this game what to do, and you set out a plan, and I get easily distracted in games like this, and in the end I will build everything that I've set for, but I get distracted, like, should I maybe go for this then? I mean, I want to see other worlds, how they are. I mean, I don't really think they are really different, but what shall I do first? The power, it is fine right now. I mean, we are, you know, 151. I mean, I think that is okay-ish for now. All this time the factory will still keep on going, and also these will keep on going. We are going to start creating these at a certain place. Then we are going to create these, and you know, let's just do it like, well, not like that, but in a zigzag way kind of fashion. Yeah, so that is going to be the plan, to keep it well, in a way light and accessible for myself, because yeah, otherwise I'll I'll get crazy, because I can't really turn my head around how big this project, what I'm trying to do here, is actually. But one thing is a fact. It's a big ass project. It is absolutely big. Okay, so I took a small break, a little breather, because this is a huge ass project, humongous actually. What to do first, right? We have to wait at this moment that this is going to fill up, because we have to remove a lot of water, I reckon. So we kind of have to wait for that. We are going to find a spot where iron is and create a lot of smelters there, and just create a whole bunch of these items right there. Then we are hopefully near copper, so that we can create this as well. It would be nice if these two can be close to each other. Even if I can't find anything close by, I will reform this one, because this one has the copper and the iron next to each other, and maybe I can do it here, but there's two veins. I could actually, then I can leave that intact for when I need it. Yeah, so we are going to set our third thing right here. So this one and this one are going to be here. I mean, this is the starting of a mega base, right? It's not a mega base right now, it's the start of a mega base. For when it really turns into bigger, we can go to Shimali 1, where we have a deposit of 30 million iron ore and a deposit of 30 million copper ore. Then we can set up these ingots right there, which would be lovely, and maybe just here on this world we will keep producing magnets. Who knows? But you know, I wonder how many magnets we need. I mean, the magnetic coil are being used in a lot of items. All right, so let me just set this up right now. What do we need for that? All right, the engines. So is there? Yeah, if I would. Is there coal nearby? Anyhow, let's stick to. There's coal right there. So that is amazing. So this one is not an issue. Yeah, so we can set up these 4 items, and let me just zoom out a little bit. We can set up these 4 items right here ish. Just to make my life easier, I also set up this one right here, the MK3s. So we are creating the assembling machine MK2, which is nice. We kind of need it, especially on this big scale project. We do not want to go with these puny assembling machines MK1. No, we want to have the MK2. It is funny, I am creating this, and you know, it's I mean, for the first time this game has started to become a little bit boring to create all of this, and the end goal for this whole thing is this right here, this one right here, the super magnetic ring. We are creating this item, this item, this item, this item, this item, that item, and those 2 as well, right? No matter what, I mean, it is good to create all of this, obviously, because you know, you need the copper for that and stuff like that. I mean, I also need to make steel probably here. I'll do that here. But this is just a little update of what I'm creating, and let's look at this on the bigger map. You know, it's pretty big. It's pretty, yeah, I mean, if you look what I have built already compared to this, then this is quite big actually. And in all honesty, I do not know if it's gonna work. We'll find out very, very soon. Phew! Well, I think everything is wired up. Well, not with, yeah, everything is wired up. So I think I have everything in check right now. The only thing I have to do is put those sorters in. Yeah, that's gonna be a long time as well. I mean, look at the time. I have been busy. Yeah, I have really been busy. So yeah, let's, you know, put the sorters in and let's see what it is. And then I made different designs, like a 4-lane. Well, this uses 3 products, right? So a 4-lane. I think I'm gonna like this one the most, because you can put these Tesla powers right in the middle, which is very lovely. So I think I am liking those the most. Also tried this, don't know why, just tried it, and to figure out which design I like most. So yeah, let's put the sorters in and let's start her up. Alright, so I've put in all the sorters and laid all the tracks, and I wonder if this is gonna work. Yeah, it's not powered up because, you know, I wanted it to power up when everyone could see it. Some things are already there because, well, it was powered up before. But let's just put this one in, and if everything is okay, it will be alright. So we have to do this still. So And I see I'm using the sort of MK2 right there. That is stupid actually on my end. Let's have a little look. It's working. There's no energy right there. That is a problem. Let's quickly do something about that. I can't. Yeah, that's help. That helped. I have MK2s there as well. We are creating the items that we were looking for. And also we are going to get a surplus of this. We are already having a surplus of that. And I believe the engines, yeah, the turbines should go in here. So, ladies and gentlemen, would I recommend a building or a creation like this? Probably yes. The only thing what you probably should do, what I didn't do, is look at ratios, and that is very important, to be honest. However, in most of these games, also in Factorio for instance, you know, ratios are all good and all fine, but yeah, I'm usually like, you know, okay, it's filling up, I'm happy about that, and it's working, so I'm happy with that. What I would do now is set up well, actually I would love to put interstellar logic stations here, for the simple reason that they have 5 slots and this one has only got 3 slots. I do not know why the developer did that, because I would imagine that on the planetary logistic station you have 5 slots, and on the interstellar you would have 3, right? I can put I have to put 2 down right now, so let's put down 2 right here, only to get these 5 items into these 2. And what I would do next, because now I can enter these items right here, they are surplus, there's a surplus of that, and now I can, you know, say, okay, you know what, let's create right here. You know, now you can just set up a factory, hang on, right here, that would create this right here, circuit boards, and you can have your drones fly out from here, well, maybe rather from here, but from that direction to here, and you don't have to make a whole spaghetti line right there. So, and then you can just go on over the world and just create all these items very, very easily, and also manageable. That is the power of these these planetary stations. That you can just a little continent like this, put them all in the planetary stations, and they will distribute it across the globe. That is what I wanted to do. At this moment I'm doing fairly okay, 163 megawatts, that is lovely. I'm not really looking into this one right here, because I think it's a bit of a hassle to actually create enough of these items. However, I'm creating a surplus of this, also a surplus of that. We already have that, so we could very easily actually make these items with the drones. And yeah, I mean, the only thing that I should do, like let's just set it up fairly quickly, just to show you how easy it is. So we need these items right here. Let's say I would do it like this, like that, like, you know what, let's go into this one. Alright, like so. This isn't going in, why not? Do it like so, boys. Now we can say right here we are supplying right here. That is lovely. We will put in some drones, and if I would go to the other place where the D-Stream is created, just find it. I mean, I love it that these buildings just rise up. Now the deuterium is being created right here. So now we could just put in this one right here and say, all right, you are going to make this right here. We need a deuterium, obviously we need that, and we are going to put a, well, it doesn't really matter what the location is for this item right now, it's all temporary. Now we are going to say, well, this item, oops, needs this one as well. So we are going to say we are demanding this here, and we demand it. So as you can see, it's already in transit, which is lovely stuff. And we are going to put in 50 of those units. And we are also demanding this unit. As you can see, they are going. And now we will say, you know what? Come out here. Go there. And right here we say, come out there and go there. And do it like so. It's a fairly easy build right now. So it's just to show you what the strength of this whole thing is. I don't know, well, I don't care. Oops. And now we are creating this item. So I would say like so. Am I right? I am creating it, right? Yeah, we have to obviously set up this right here. So that one is for this, and this one is for this. And now we should be able to make them. Lovely. I mean, here we go. I mean, it's as simple as that. And that's again the power of these planetary logistic stations. I mean, we are creating 2 already. So if we wanted, we could, I mean, we have 4 gigajoules right now. And if we, well, still 4 gigajoules. Yeah. Anyhow, there are only 2, right? But we could technically try and build one of these, right? I don't know how you create these, by the way. So graphene and titanium. So yeah, if I should continue very long with this game, I would set up more of these parts, maybe look a little bit better to the ratios. But for instance, we need this this item right here. It needs iron, needs copper, right? You could technically place somewhere here and fiddle with it and stuff like that, but you can also just, you know what, set up a little factory plant right here, put a planetary logistics station right there, and supply it with iron and copper ore, and then you can have multiple of the assembly machines right here and create a lot of these. Then you will put this item back in the planetary logistics station and say we are supplying that. And then wherever you're on your planet it needs it, it will get it from that station. So that's why it's so lovely to have drones in your city, or city, on your planet. And also another thing, at this moment I'm using one other world, right? I mean, in the end, you'll probably use a lot of other worlds as well. Some of these worlds are pretty far away. Let's have a little look at those worlds, shall we? So again, I love this. By the way, I really love this. Yeah, there is Beta Tauri, right? Now, the thing is, right, guys, it's 3.61 light years away. The developer in an update, they are, by the way, very active. Each day that I'm playing this game, we get another update for the game. However, what I was trying to say is like that one, well, these are 0.42 astronomical units away, but let's find a different one there, Beta Tauri, right? That's 3.61 light years away. You know, 1 light year is, well, how much? 63 something 1,000 astronomical units. Now, figure that, right? So let's go to Shamali. Let's speed up. How long this will take? I mean, this is probably gonna take me about a minute at this speed. I can even raise the speed a little bit. So don't be a dumbass. Don't fly out to those lands, and because yeah, you will. Oh, I'm overshooting. Yeah, I'm overshooting. Bye. Whoosh. So yeah, that's a bad on my end. Anyhow, it's really far away. So do not do that because you'll be stuck somewhere in between. I can understand that one wants to try actually to go there, definitely, because yeah, you want to explore, you want the adventure, and I can understand that, but think about that you will not make it there in time. I don't know how long this will actually take, right? I think it will take a very long time. So yeah, you can go grab yourself a cup of tea or coffee or cola or whatever you want to drink, because you'll be there for a long time in space. Maybe in the next video I am going to look into the Dyson Sphere, because well, we haven't done anything with the Dyson Sphere yet. What I believe is that with those solar cells you can create energy for your land, which is absolutely fantastic. We are in a surplus. We are creating about 160 megawatts right now, which is on a basic way. You know, we are using coal and stuff like that, so which would be better for graphite and stuff like that. But you know, it's become a little bit of a hassle to create certain things, right? Yeah, it's definitely sometimes a bit of a hassle, to be honest. What I really hope that the developer will implement is blueprints. The blueprints are very important for big scale factories and stuff like that, for the simple reason that it becomes a tedious job to manually place all of these items, and then with the conveyor belts, and then add the sorters and stuff like that. It becomes very tedious very quick. When I was building this, at some point I just needed a break from this, just to be like, you know what, no, not today. So and I wasn't really looking at ratios no more, because I just wanted to have it built, right? And am I happy that I'm building it? Yeah, I mean, look at this. We already got 71 of these beautiful deuterium fuel rods, right? So it's worth it that I created that, obviously, because I believe this one is going to use that, I reckon. So yeah, blueprints, very important. I would, you know, probably put that on my priority list within the first 4, maybe even the first 3. You know, the game itself is very, you know, for an early access, it's very good. I must say, again, I already said in an earlier video, it's absolutely very good for an early access game. They have done a pretty good job. They are very active in creating and fixing bugs and stuff like that, and it's you know, I have a lot of faith in these developers that they will create an end product. Also, a little tip right here is, if I would build this again, I would create another line here, and that line would be on one line there would be hydrogen, and on the other it would be oil. However, if the hydrogen cannot be outputted anymore, and it's till its max, there won't be any oil outputted anymore, I believe. So you have to also, again with ratios, figure out how many hydrogen must I use to keep the oil going, because at this moment I mean, I can remove a few of these, and then you can see right here the oil is going along, but now the oil is stopped again, for the simple reason that there's too much hydrogen. And that's the fun part of games like this, you know. There can be one problem that you can see, right? Like, we don't have yellow. So why don't we have yellow? Well, and then we go back, like over here. Okay, we are not getting enough oil, which goes that direction right there. So what's the problem there? Well, we have too much hydrogen. All right, how are we going to fix that? Well, we can do two things, right? We can say, okay, you know, this is a easy small fix. This isn't a fix, to be honest. But what will happen right now is that these two items will start working and are going to use hydrogen. However, the problem isn't fixed. So you should look into how can I fix it then, right? And that is very important with games like these. I mean, I'm creating a lot of items, which is absolutely fantastic, of course, but you should definitely look into the ratios, right? So it's very important, to be honest, and I usually do not look at ratios that much, if I'm all that honest. I just want to create the stuff, and you know, we got a lot of resources on this world and on the next world and the world after that. So, you know, but it is annoying when stuff like this happens, that some item isn't being created for the simple reason that it's blocked over here with the red, right? So you could do two things: set this up very, very different. Well, that's probably the best thing to do in my opinion, but you can or create a very quick fix like this, and if this is full, you can pick it up and press delete. But then again, that's a manual job, and you can easily forget that this one is full, and if it's full, it's full, and then we are not creating yellow no more. Anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, I think, you know, it's my first world, and if I would create another world, I would set up everything more wide, right? I wouldn't do this like this anymore, but I would start instantly like more like this, you know, like create clusters, right? Because as soon as you get these, you can use those clusters, right? And from the start, you will have long belts going across your world, and it's going to look ugly and stuff like that. But in the end, it will help you, because right now I'm kind of stuck, to be honest, with, you know, I don't want to remove this for the simple fact that we are creating the sorters here and the belts right here, and so yeah, that's a bit tough. And also, what I would suggest that you should do is pick one spot somewhere, it doesn't matter where, and on your world, and where you say, okay, here I am going to create the most essential items, like the assembly machine, the smelters, the mining machine, maybe even splitters, stuff like that. So when you need it, you just have to fly it there, but you know where to fly, because at this moment, if I want to go and pick myself up more assembling machines, I kind of have to find, where did I create them? Well, I know that I created them here, but I was looking for my MK2 assembling machines, and I was like, where is it? And in the end, I couldn't find it, but and I thought I created them somewhere here, but they aren't here. So, you know, Also, maybe I explained this earlier as well. If you would use these thermal turbines, create graphite from the coal. It's gonna help, and it's gonna be far better than put coal into this one. So yeah, that's also a little tip. Let's leave it at that, and yeah, let's get back here. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just gonna stand here next to the dead tree. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for watching. I had, well, less fun this time because, you know, it's tedious to put all those things up. But I've created a start, right? A start to really go and create more items and create the essential items more quickly, and without the whole hassle of conveyor belts and long conveyor belt lines and stuff like that. So we have created a start, and I like that. For now, thank you for watching, take care, and bye bye.